Hey, this is Jeremy from Sanhedrin, and you are watching CMS TV.
That's the truth.
Get you.
Of course, I get the one that's broke, as usual.
Limper.
Can I get a hold of Zach before we get done here?
Great. What's he want?
Doesn't want anything. We got to get the clearance.
He's what?
We got to get the clearance thing done.
Problem.
I feel like the announcer getting up to introduce you on the
Yay!
stage. Give it up!
This is great because if you piss them off, you got four guys from the
Yeah, I know.
other side, you can just charge them.
For a change, I will get my ass beat if I piss them off.
Dude, that chair you got rocking is the shit.
I'm a big dude, man. I need more support.
All right, get your pull.
You ready in there, Billy? Okay, cool.
Billy's the man.
All right. I just have a list of questions. We'll just kind of roll through it. First of all, welcome back to Cleveland. You two and you.
Happy to be here. Cleveland's the official rock and roll state. It doesn't matter if you play Cleveland. I said Cleveland's the official rock and roll state. Ohio is the official rock and roll state. Cleveland, Cincinnati, Akron, Columbus. It doesn't matter where it is. It always kicks ass. There's something in the water here.
Sure, absolutely.
But Cleveland rocks.
Absolutely. Well, let me start with Pat, since I'm sure everybody wants me to go to you two first. I'll make sure I get everybody
Hey,
some
man,
stuff in
change
there.
of pace is welcome.
You know, considering I heard you guys sitting doing nothing earlier today, I might as well get you guys some questions in here too. So I'll start with you, Pat. How did you end up with these guys, with Vinnie and Dime?
It started pretty much on a social basis. I met Dime at the NAMM show in 2000 and just pretty much expressed my respect for his work and Vinnie's work, and told him that I'd been playing with Rob Halford. We just completed a record which came out in 2000 called Resurrection, and turns out they're big fans of it. So
Sure.
Huge.
Enough to get it tattooed on his leg, I guess.
Sure.
So Dime had flown out to Vegas to see us play at the Aladdin with Iron Maiden and Queensryche, and that was the first run-in on the road. And then I went to a few Pantera shows and had made some trips to Dallas. It was just a continuous crossing of paths, and we developed a friendship and drank many a beverage with Vinnie at the clubhouse. And once they let me know that they're working on something new, I had to be involved with it.
That's cool. When you came in, were you coming in to be the singer, or were you going to play guitar? Or?
That was the position that was available. So
Okay.
So, I kind of equate it to a championship team. It doesn't matter if you play center or forward.
Sure.
It's more important to be on a winning team.
Absolutely. Now, were you disappointed before you came to Damageplan? Were you disappointed with Halford going back to Priest and kind of ending the project that you were building with them? I mean, were you disappointed that ended?
I
or?
wouldn't say disappointed was the word. I was disappointed with how it ended, but I thought that's where he belonged, and he's back there now, and I'm here, so everybody's happy.
Very cool. Now, Bob, how do you come into the band?
How do I come in? How do I fit in?
Yeah, how do you get here?
Swimming through a sea of crown. No. I met these guys I guess 97, 98, and just kept in contact, kind of a relationship, on many different levels, like from tattooing to drinking.
That's cool.
I was in a band in Dallas, decent band, and they'd come out to a few shows, and I guess they liked what they saw. Offered me a shot, man, and I jumped all over it.
Very cool.
And it
Definitely.
Something clicked. Always respected the guys, and as guys and as musicians, and just happy to be here.
Right. Given these two guys, Vinnie and Dime's past, do either one of you guys feel like a lot of pressure as far as coming into the situation? I mean, obviously the Pantera fan base is huge. Do you guys feel pressure coming into it, or?
I feel a little bit,
There's always going to be some pressure involved with a situation like this, but I think we've got a good product and we've got a good tight bond on a personal level, so it's a team effort.
Sure, definitely.
Y'all know how comfortable we get feeling, though, man. After we get a couple of doubles in us, man. We've been down in the jam room throwing down, and every jam's better than the last, and just getting to see where the band could head, and what we could blow it up into, is a good feeling right there. I know we all know we got something to prove. We want to go out and totally rip some people's heads off and shit, so I don't think it would be no problem, man.
Sure.
I think everybody will get a pull off of it and dig it.
That's cool. Well, I'll throw this one out to either you, Vinny, or you, Dime. Exactly, give the rundown that you've given 900 times. What exactly happened?
Good God.
Well, on hindsight, because when it was all going down, we were just as in the dark as the Pantera fans as to what Philip's intentions were in the future. He was out doing Down, Super Joint, all this other stuff, and taking the liberty to take all kinds of cheap shots at the band that he used to be a part of, the individual members that were part of it. And we tried for a year trying to get in contact with him through management, through the label, conference calls, meetings, and he turned them down every time, man. So after about a year of this, of us take it in the face as hard as he could dish it out, and us sitting over there going, wow, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
We put two and two together and realized there was no band anymore, and his intentions were to move on and to do something else. And we didn't fit into the mold, so we realized that, and we decided it was time to start a new band because we love playing music. And being out of the scene after you've been a part of it for such a long time was really disappointing and hard for us to deal with. And like I said, it was even more difficult dealing with the Pantera fans that would die for us, that followed us for so long, that would come up to us with the big chest piece Pantera tattooed across their chest, or CFH, or Strength Beyond Strength, and they'd come up and, what's up with Pantera, man? What's wrong with Phil, man? He was talking mad shit about you guys. It's like, dude, I wish I could answer that for you. And we dealt with it as good as we could, and we're over that. We're past that. Right. We got our two new brothers. We're ready to move on and just totally kill with the Damageplan.
Sure. Now, Phil is given an opposite story, as I'm sure you guys know. I talked to Phil maybe, 2 or 3 months ago, and he says point blank that you guys didn't communicate with him. In fact, I'm gonna read you exactly what he said so that you guys could comment and say yay, nay, whatever. I asked him, I said, any chance down the road that you and Dime and Vinny can get past your issues somewhere down the road? Phil's answer, man, it's not really my thing. Some people can say I'm the one that started all these side bands, but look, I'm a fucking musician. To limit yourself to one fucking band and one form of music, to me, is just treading shallow water. You need to plunge in fucking deep. There's a lot of different forms of heavy metal music itself, and it doesn't all need to be some form of heavy guitar. I've played all kinds of music. That's just how I am, and that's just what I do. I'm not the one that's fucking totally fucking wanted to end the name or the working relationship with Pantera. That was those other guys. They wanted to end it. Okay, who am I to argue besides Phil Anselmo?
I'll just say this. Well, you can call it shallow if that's what he wants to call it. What I call it fucking thoroughly full, 1,000% blood and heart and fucking soul from where me and Vinny were coming from. Because when you put as much into Pantera as me and Vinny did, you ain't got no time to go fucking jack off on no side fucking band, okay? That's where we're coming from. And we ain't the ones that took off and left everybody hanging. And he did not communicate with us. Dude, we had fucking meetings set up. I mean, we even, at the end of the rope, after trying to hook up conference call after conference call, him blowing us off, in between blowing us off, would go out and play shows, and people would call us and go, man, he's doing it again. He said Dom fucking sucks, and Vinny's whatever, just all this ridiculous shit for no good reason.
Right.
Dude, it finally came to the head where, we're talking to the record company, just trying to get cut loose to do, move forward and do a new band. And, we even offered to prove to them that, look, man, we'll do a meeting with you in your office, Sylvia Roan's office, the head of Elektra Records. We'll do a meeting with you, and we'll sit down with these cats and do our goddamn very best to iron everything out and whatever the hell the problem is.
Right.
I got no fucking problem. I'll sit down with them cats and look them right now and say, what is the hang up, man? And that just was, he blew that off. It would not do it. And the next thing you know, here comes his next super joint record. And in the interviews after, that's the one he gave one time. But
right.
dude, like Vinnie says, he's not giving the same answer every time. So you got to wonder about somebody like that, That don't mean somebody's telling you exactly 100% the fucking truth,
Is that the Phil that you guys knew, though?
No.
No, that's the Dope-Fcked Phil. How's that?
I mean, tell it like it is. I mean, the fucking brutal truth's a brutal truth.
People have been covering up and hiding the truth behind what's on with that dude for way too long. And, when it started out, he really had a lot of fun taking pop shots at us. And when he realized his audience was dwindling and dwindling and dwindling, and he was playing to fewer and fewer people, right at the very end of his tour, he started a whole new story. Man, I love those guys. I wish them the best of luck. Bull fucking shit. That's all I have to say.
Hey, you. Why are you watching this with commercials? Go commercial-free and unlock exclusive content. Become a VIP today on Locals, Substack, or Rumble Premium. Stop waiting.
I hear
Who do you believe, dude?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, when I talked to Phil, he said about 20 words in about an hour and a half, so I kind of know where he was at,
So
he was definitely, I won't say he was high because I was on the phone, so I wasn't sitting face to face with him. Let's put it that way.
Let me say something about this. People want to question if somebody's high or not. You can either tell by their actions or not. People don't come in the room and just tie off and say, "Watch out, guys! I'm gonna shoot up right now, man. Right. Hold on for a minute." You don't see it. It's a secretive kind of thing that goes on.
Right.
Exactly. Man, he was drunk, dude. That ain't fucking booze, dude. Give me a fucking break.
Yeah.
So enough of that, man. Let's move on to what we're all about and what we're here for, man.
Not a problem. So how do you guys approach the label then? Once I'm assuming at some point you guys sit down and you say, you know what, fuck him. Done. We're going to move on. We're going to do something. He started
taking pop shots at the label because his records didn't blow up big enough. And then that's when they figured out, well, he's going to come at us too.
Right.
Well, and we gave him a badass product,
Sure.
And they took another look at it and they said, you know what? This fucking shit kicks ass. Yeah, we'll get behind you and blow it up.
That's cool. They didn't give you guys any grief to try and make, some kind of another live record or another...
No, they already did the greatest hits record.
That was their final holding pattern was to put out the greatest hits record, and they did that whether we wanted it or not. So me and Dime decided to get behind it, do our best to make the packaging really worthwhile, and to make the memory of Pantera to be a good one instead of the tarnished one that a lot of people feel right now.
Right.
And once again, Phil or Rex didn't have anything to do with it at all whatsoever, and even boast about it.
Right. Exactly.
I don't get it.
Yeah. One more Pantera question. I swear I'll move on.
No problem.
With the greatest hits record, were you guys at all happy that fucking Hostile was not on the record here in the U.S.?
Man, the greatest hits record for what we were doing should have been. We asked for double discs.
Right.
We wanted to do all the obscurities that you can't get, and we wanted to do all the fucking Hostiles, all the fucking badass out there shit, but they said, look, you got, 72 minutes, Riggs?
72 minutes.
And they go, so look, man, let's just try to do a little bit of the best of both worlds, fit some obscurities in there and squeeze it and crunch it. And so, fuck, how do you fit it all on there?
Yeah, no doubt.
We tried.
No doubt. All right, moving to the real project. When does Damageplan become more than you guys kicking it at the strip club, coming up with an idea and actually to rehearsing and putting the band together and putting it together?
I think it became a for real thing from day one, the day Super Bowl Sunday, when me and Dime decided that it was time to move on. Our focus and our energy's been on that ever since. And the ironic thing about this whole thing is that we found this out since we were out on this tour together, is that Super Bowl Sunday, which was, I believe it was 3 years ago, with New England and the Rams, or actually it was 2 years ago, they were playing on together against each other, and Bob came over to my house to do some tattoos, and we had everybody scattered all over the house, and I got a tattoo from him that day, and it was just a really cool day. And then Dime had spoken to Pat earlier in the day, and it's like, who should we bet on, man? We don't know.
Right.
We're going to go with New England, or are we going to go with the Rams, And the Rams were a 17-point favorite, and Pat's like, dude, go with the Pats, go with the Pats. So ironically, we didn't know we were going to be in a band together at the time.
Right.
But it all came full circle, and, it was all happened on that same day that we communicated together, and then 6-7 months down the road, we're all in a band together.
That's cool.
You ended up going with the Pats.
Oh, yeah. We won a lot of money that day.
No doubt.
Blew it all at the tip bar.
That's cool. So, at some point, you guys obviously ended up in a studio. You wrote some songs. You end up in the studio. Was it a different kind of process than it was, previously? And I can throw that out to you for sure, Pat, as well. You've all recorded before. Was it a different kind of process than you've done in the past?
Absolutely. I mean, it was a bunch of different kind of processes because the thing was kind of spread out. We didn't just up and say, okay, we're going to do this thing and here we go. Like me and Vinnie been saying, man, it's through that waiting period trying to figure out, okay, what's going on here? What's going on? And then after we started seeing, that's when we started to write a little bit. And we just do it, at a casual pace. And when Pat came into the picture, we'd wrote about 7 songs maybe. And he would take them and he'd go back to L.A. and work on them and send them back to us FedEx. And so that's how we did some of the stuff with Pat. Pat would just work on Pro Tools, blow him his own self up, send us back, and then blow us away with it. And some of the stuff was between me and Vinnie just getting in a jam room like we classically always have done. Some of the stuff I would just lay down guitar riffs, and I wouldn't even be around, and he would come in and just do his thing on drums to it, chop it up, move it around and whatnot, and just a bunch of different things, man. We really wanted to break some new ground. We didn't want to follow in the exact steps of Pantera. We're not trying to relive Pantera with 2 new cats. Right. That's not the case. We're wanting to move into not the new school, but updated version of our old school roots,
Right, exactly. And from what I've heard the 4 tunes, the single and then the 3 song. Sounds like you definitely got some stuff that's a little more aggressive than 80% of the Pantera stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not heavier than Strength Beyond Strength, but it's, a lot heavier than Becoming.
Have you heard "Fuck You" yet?
I've heard the 4 that are out there, man.
You're missing. And it goes, dude. It's wider. It's way wide, and that's what we wanted to do is do a wide spectrum on this rig.
That's cool. Feel free to leave it with me when you go.
Absolutely.
I'll be happy to listen.
Everybody gets one.
Yeah, very cool. So you guys finished. You guys recorded the record. Now, obviously, you got to go out there and you got to answer Pantera Phil Anselmo questions. With this record, I think you guys probably for sure expected that. Do you expect that at some point during the run of this record that you'll get past that to where people are going to say, you know what, Damageplan is Damageplan. Damageplan is not Vinnie and Dime's next project?
Feels like we're already getting past it, man. It feels good to get this off our chest. Like I said, it's been a long period of time that we had to sit back and just be quiet and bite our tongue and watch it all go down in front of us. And, we're out here to spread the Damageplan word and to fill in the fans that have been so loyal to me and Dime and the band Pantera that followed us for so long. What happened, Yeah,
the unfair ripoff thing about the whole deal, of course, is that we never got a straight-up answer. If the cat would have just said, Vinnie, Dime, it's been great knowing you. We made some great fucking records, but I'm done with it, man. I think I need to go deeper because I'm kind of feeling shallow right now or whatever he claims. And I'll see you at the bar for a beer sometime. We just said, man, we think that's fucked up, but that's cool if that's how you feel.
Right.
Take it easy, man. And that would have been fine, and we could have got on with our shit right then. But the point is that the reason that we don't mind stepping up to the plate and having to lay it out there like we are is because the Pantera fans are pissed at like all 4 members because they can't get a straight answer from the Pantera camp.
Right.
And so here we are having to give the fucking answer because it was like a puzzle. We had to figure it out too,
Sure. Absolutely.
And two, another thing I'd like to say, I wish we could have started the interview with like this, is just that people want to know the answer, and when you give it to them, they don't like it, so they say you're talking shit.
Right.
That's bullshit. If you don't like the truth, don't ask the question, and we're here to answer the questions and put the fucking truth out there and move forward. So anybody thinks that we're talking shit about Phil or anything like that, look, we're very proud of everything we did as a band in the past, and we're really disappointed that it ended the way it did, but you know what? It's time to move on to new, greener, bigger, harder, faster passages, and that's where we're going, man.
Sure. Does Damageplan start off getting, I don't know how to put this, does Damageplan start off getting the respect basically because of what you guys earned with Pantera, or do you guys feel like you're starting, club to club again before you get to the bigger, you know what I'm saying?
Obviously, we sold 13 million records for a reason, and I think, our fans are going to follow what we do, man. I mean, it's not Pantera, but we have a launching pad.
Right.
We have a really good track record behind us, and once they hear the record, I think they're going to fucking fall in line, and especially when they see the band live, because that's our goal, is to go out and kill night after night after night. No wallering around the stage or fucking, no lameness, man. We want to go kick ass, and that's our goal.
And I think the piece of respect that will remain with us 100% from the Pantera days is mine and Vinnie's connection with the fans.
Right.
If you look at the track record of all the four guys in Pantera, you look at the two dudes that were always out there, always blowing up the fans, always lighting them up on Black Tits and the home videos and all the crazy shit, dude. It was me and Vinnie, man.
Right.
Phil would never ever go to meet and greet. Rex would kind of pop in for a couple and whatever, he's out of there, we actually enjoy interacting with the fans and blowing it up, and now we got four cats that are all on the same page, and you'll see we're a lot of fucking fun to hang with, and I know we can get some mileage out of some characters out there. Trust me,
I know these guys are hungry.
Rolling.
I know they want to kick some ass, and that makes it even that much better because for a while there at the end, it felt like there was a few people that were driving the band and the other people were just showing up to work, and that's bullshit, man.
Right, exactly. What's the touring schedule looking like for the year?
It's looking good, man. I wish I could give you all the dates, but the first place anybody will be able to see Damageplan live, besides at our rehearsal studio back in Texas, is going to be Nagoya, Japan.
Nice.
On February 28th, and then Osaka, 2 days in Tokyo, and then it looks like we're going to do a little stint to Australia, and then we'll start here in the States on March 12th. And I can't tell you who we're touring with yet, but it looks like there's going to be a pretty damn good-sized tour in the works. And that's my cell phone.
Very cool.
The ultimate hub for metal talk is classicmetalshow.locals.com. Get free episodes, social commentary, and VIP exclusive content. It's our online home. That's classicmetalshow.locals.com.
What am I missing? Anybody?
When's this going to air?
Sunday.
Sunday. Well, then it doesn't matter if we're on hosting Headbangers Ball Saturday night or not.
February 10th.
February 10th.
February 10th, the date of devastation.
Damageplan.com and damageplan.net is our fan site.
Very cool. That's it.
All right.
Let's get easy.
My brothers.
Any station had anything?
Yeah. Are we doing? We're waiting to do IDs. Do you need them for you? Yeah. Would that be cool for you? Lachman? Yeah, dude. Oh, one right there. Electrics are going to wait till tomorrow.
What is?
Yeah. Mike's IDs are going to wait.
What is?
Go ahead.
Just doing one. You're listening to the Metal Show on 92.3 Extreme Radio.
92.3 Extreme Radio. Hey, this is Vinnie Paul from Damageplan, and you're kicking ass right here on the Metal Show. 93 point. What the fuck was it?
92.3.
I'm getting dyslexic now. 92.3 what?
Extreme Radio.
Hey, this is Vinnie Paul from Damageplan, and you're kicking ass right here on the Metal Show on 92.3. The Extreme. What was it?
Extreme Radio.
God damn, babe. Somebody else did it. I've been doing this shit way too long.
Just say radio into the microphone.
All right, here we go. One more time. Hey, this is Vinnie Paul from Damageplan, and you're kicking ass right here on 92.3 Extreme Radio.
Awesome. Real quick, could we just get you to do just a general station ID?
Yeah.
For the station?
That was it.
No, just a regular. They want a regular. Yeah.
What's the regular version?
Just, hey, you're listening to 92.3 Extreme Radio.
Go for it. You got Dimebag from Damageplan, and you're listening to 92.3 Extreme Radio. What was I leave? Did I do it?
That's cool.
God damn, I'm dyslexic and delirium.
Can we take one quick photo?
Delirium, yeah.
Get more metal in your inbox. The Classic Metal Show is on Substack. Listen or watch for free or subscribe for VIP exclusive content. Find us at cmspn.substack.com.